maturing. You know, we're still a young football team. I keep saying it, and not because of excuses. I'm just telling you like it is. We lost a first, a second-round draft pick, and 6 or 7 other guys that went on to the NFL. I hear all this stuff. We're a young football team. We got some guys that have played some football, but I mean, we're still young. And this is a new program and a new staff, and so there's some growing that has to take place, and that's something that has to be improved on right there. You can ill afford to come out of the gate slow. If you do, you're asking for it. We lost the field position in that game early, just on a couple of stupid big plays, you know. And we had in an offense, we had I forgot what happened off the top of my head. I think we might have had a penalty. I think we had a penalty in the first series and a drop, and so we had 7 plays on the first series. We only had 1 series with the ball in our hands, and it was backed up. And we had 7 plays, a penalty, and a drop. You can't do that. You know, that's something we got to address. We got to come out. You know, we got to come out of here. We can't. You got to come out of the blocks a little bit here. You know, and sometimes that's a sign of a team still looking for their identity to a degree. You know, but that's what happened. That's the reality of what happened there. And but I tell you, I love the way we came out after the Lightning. Everyone got a little irritated, got a little edgy, and that's nice. It's a good thing.
You said on the MAC call yesterday, Girardi will probably start, but you could see Chester playing a good deal. I know you've said in the past you don't like 2 quarterback systems. So, like, in what scenario do you envision either Poyer or Stewart getting into this game?
I don't know. You know, I mean, I'm going to go in there. We're going to attack this game and see how it goes. You know, I mean, I think, you know, you bring, you know, you got a 2 iron, you got a 6 iron, you got a 3 wood, you got a driver. You know, I think you bring in. We're going to bring all our clubs. And we're not going to leave any clubs in the bag. So what does that mean? I don't know. I don't know yet. I just know we're going to have every one of those clubs. They all bring a little something to the table. And so we're going to make sure we use them all based on the situation and what dictates it. So we're going to be prepared as we can be for every little thing coming. You know? And, you know, things happen in these games. People get hurt. People go down. And it affects, at the end, it's my job to make sure that we give the guys that are on the field the best opportunity to win the football game. And if certain pieces change in that game, we've got to be able to adapt and have that full clubs ready to go. So, can't tell you, it's not about a 2 quarterback system, it's more about utilizing our talent based on the situation that we're confronted with.
Along those lines, you talked before the season about Granger possibly being like a wildcat. We haven't really seen you use that yet. Are you not comfortable with that package yet, or has the offense just been in such a rhythm that you didn't want to kind of mess it up?
I mean, we're running the football for big yards right now, and you know, I mean, the object to me is not. I want to go win the game. You know, you get in the Villanova game, go win the game. We're running power football against a 3-3 stack team that we're overpowering. Let's just mash it up and go win the football game. We don't need to get cute here. We go into the Akron game, you know, kind of the same thing, really, to tell you the truth. I mean, I don't know what this game's going to dictate. So that could dictate different things. If we're running the ball downhill, you can expect that we'll keep running the ball downhill. That'd be a beautiful thing. So, but we'll see. And so that's our job, is to be ready for all things, the best that you can be. Of course, if you don't take care of the football, it's all irrelevant, right? Doesn't matter what you run. You know, you got to take care of the football.
Steve, Levi Brown got the start over Kadeem Custis on Saturday. Is Kadeem okay, or did Levi just kind of outwork him last week?
I mean, Levi had a great week. You know, so I think we've got good competition on the D line. We got some depth in there. That's a good thing. You know, I know, and as you brought that up, it's kind of the same with the quarterback, right? Everybody always wants to hear about the quarterback, but I mean, there's competition right there. That's a great thing. I think Kadeem is really rallying. I'm sure he'll have a great week, and he'll have something to say about that, which is nice. That's good. It's a good thing. You don't want anybody getting too complacent, right? You know, we all got to stay on edge a little bit.
Paul Hill, did you make a decision on him yet?
No.
When do you think you will?
I don't know. That's up to the medical staff. Not up to me. You know, if I had some pixie dust, I'd roll it out there and and say he's good for today.
Is he going to practice today?
Not full go. Not full go. No.
Lace and Akeem, you've gotten one good game out of both of them. Is that kind of just still a battle, or kind of neck and neck there, looking
Yeah, I mean, it's still a battle, and we're just happy that Akeem is really coming on, Depth. Depth. You see what happens. And all of a sudden, the other night, in a flash, we had two guys down like that. It's like, oh, no, here we go. That's the issue, right? Depth sometimes is as big an issue as anything else. Sometimes when you're going against some of the upper tier BCS teams, you got a little more depth there, And like I said, I mean, you talk about our offensive line. I mean, I like our offensive line a lot, but you get a guy not banged out of a game at one of those positions, you're going to get compromised, and that's all part of it. But that's where the depth comes into play, And so I think that we've got to stay as healthy as we can stay, and that's all part of it. And there's nothing you can do about that. Now, it's just a little bit of good fortune right there, to stay healthy. I've been in those years where you get those rash of injuries, they rip through your team, and it really affects you. And then, of course, I've been on those other ones where I can remember in '06, just kind of like we just kind of knew we didn't have a lot of depth, and we just kind of hung in there all year long, and never was a factor, I mean, sometimes you get lucky that way, I hope we stay lucky and we stay healthy, because that's a big, big part of it.
Blaze should be okay this week?
What's that?
Blaze, is he okay to play?
I mean, I don't know the answer to that yet.
Okay.
I don't know the answer to that yet. It's too early. It's only, it's Tuesday. Not yet. Not yet.
Talk about you like your offensive line. What do you like about Palumbo?
He's kind of the vocal leader of that group, and so we kind of go as he kind of goes a little bit. He just got a little of that with him. He's a captain. He's got a little toughness to him. He's a veteran player. He's that guy that's out there saying, "Hey, come on, we got to get going here. Let's go," rallying him a little bit. Everyone needs a little of that, and he brings that to the table. So that's important for us.